Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Today is Friday. I'm in the shed. I have this oven of yarn to rinse. This is lavender shortbread. Yes, lavender shortbread. And I need to dye up jam and clotted cream and the remainder of macarons. But I need to put the yarn on to soak because I should have done it yesterday and didn't. And I also need to do some more bits with the Patreon minis, which you will not see, but you can see all the dyeing and all of that. I also need to whack them outside. Today is the last oven load of the collection, which is very exciting. Very much looking forward to having it off my mind. I've got technically till the 20th of June to ship them all, so I'm not too far behind, which is good. It's tricky because I don't actually work that many days a week anymore because baby. So yeah, so what I generally do is I get all the yarn ready and put it in the boxes, and then as I rinse the yarn, anything that's spun out, I then use that to soak the yarn, because saving water where I can. You know what, folks? You know what's just happened? We're using my new dinky little microphone. I'd plugged it into the camera, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't test. I didn't test to see if it was working. I didn't test to see if it was connected. I thought it was fine. I've just recorded me talking for 25 minutes, and none of it recorded. None of it at all. And can I remember what I said? No. No, I can't. Because some people script their YouTube videos. I don't. I just kind of talk and see what happens. Because I quite like that. I quite like doing that. I enjoy it. And I can't believe that I just did. I didn't check the microphone. Oh dear. Oh well. Oh well. Yes, hi folks, it's Friday. I'm recording this on the day this video uploads. Oops. I've been using the Pickles Naps to twist up the afternoon tea collection. We're almost done. The plan is to get it finished today, but I think I might be roasting myself in the top room of the house. I should have got this edited earlier on in the week, and then I could have just gone upstairs and twisted yarn this morning when the room was cool, but that is not what I did, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The pickle's been a bit off this week. She's teething. It's not her fault, but her naps were off. She's been off. Everything's thrown off. So I've been working on getting some sense of normality back into her routine, because now everyone that has been to our house to work on the downstairs toilet, which, game changer, love having a downstairs toilet. Oh my god, I keep forgetting it's there. I keep forgetting it's there and going upstairs anyway, but it's nice to have the option. Definitely. But yeah, I've been working on getting some kind of routine back, and last night she let me sleep until 4:45 this morning. Huzzah, 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 huzzah. She's been waking up a few times a night. The time varies. Sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 2. Sometimes she's awake for over an hour and a half. But last night, 4:45. It's because I nailed her naps yesterday. Oh, what a relief. What a relief. So I feel wonderfully rested. I completely forgot to say, my sister and I are off to see the Scissor Sisters this evening. Very excited. Very excited. It should be good, hopefully. So I've just been jamming out to them. I also opened my new gloves. I treated myself to new gloves. After using gloves for a while, the gloves that I use anyway, if they get too much water in them, I think they start to go mouldy inside, which sounds really gross. But they start to smell, and it's just generally quite unpleasant. So I treated myself to a new pair. I owe you a video talking about equipment I use to dye yarn, so that'll be coming at some point. But yarn is on to soak. Something I am finding, I've not dyed a whole lot of non-superwash yarn in my life. Something that I'm finding it doesn't absorb water as quickly as superwash, which I guess makes sense if I actually think about it. That does make sense. So I should have put yarn on last night and soaked it overnight, so it could have had all night to absorb. But I'm probably not going to dye yarn until, you know, midday when it's the hottest it is. It's currently 9:30. Mario's just taking the pickle swimming. They've just left, and I'm about to hang out some washing. Incredibly glamorous life being a yarn dyer, but it's a beautiful day. So, oh, you can't see me. You can't see any of this. It is 20 to 10. 20 to 10. That is that bit done. Before I had a baby, I used to struggle to get going for work before 10 o'clock. Every single day, regardless of what I did. No matter how early I got up, I just seemed to faff until 10 o'clock. Now, much better. Less faffy. Mainly because I don't have every day to work anymore. So I just kind of have to fit it in when I can. As of right now, the plan is sort out the podcast. At the moment, it says it's unlisted. So I need to schedule that. Make sure the ads aren't too many, because YouTube's changed how they do ads, and now they automatically put them in, which is fine. Apart from they seem to think that I need 20 ads in a video. How many has it got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's put 16 ads into a 48-minute video, which is outrageous. So I'm going to clear out some of them, get rid of some of them, schedule this, pop it into Patreon, schedule that, sort out the blog post where I put all the show notes. I need to pack up a parcel and take that into town. Post that. I need to drop some bread off at my friend who lives around the corner. So I might pop some mascara on. I have a finished object, so I might pop some mascara on and film a quick TikTok. There's things that I'm trying to do. And then I need to twist up loads of yarn, but it's going to be hot in the office. Darn it. Hello, I'm back down the dye shed. Marion's packed me up some lunch to bring down here. I've just finished twisting up the chai latte mini skeins. That's what I've spent the last hour doing, hour and a half. Went to post office, posted a parcel, and then twisted them up. Now I'm here dyeing yarn. It's 1:10. So ideally, I need to be done by 3. Ideally. Because I keep forgetting that I'm going out this evening. So I should have actually done this earlier, but the yarn's had quite good time to soak, which is good. And hopefully I'll get it done and it will set before I leave, so I have time to turn the oven off before I go, so I don't have to entrust Mario with that responsibility. We're going to be dyeing up 8 trays of macarons and 5 trays of jam and clotted cream. So 13 trays fit from the oven nicely. Right, let's switch the oven on. On. Strap in, folks. This is a long one. Hi, I'm back. Voiceover Hannah is here. The microphone is recording. I probably shouldn't be eating lunch whilst having acid dyes around, but like the lids were on all the acid dyes. That's fine. I just didn't want to sit in and eat and then have to come down and sort everything. I thought if I can do 2 things at once, why not do 2 things at once? Because I was cutting it a little bit fine with getting all this done so it could cook before I had to leave. But luckily, I managed it. The price of citric acid has gone up by so much. I genuinely can't believe how much it's gone up. Like, it skyrocketed during 2020, and then it just keeps increasing every time I buy more. And the citric acid I used to buy, no longer available on Amazon. And I don't even know if this citric acid has a scoop because I just keep using the scoops for the from my other tubs that I've had. But what do we think to these different angles? I post a lot of yarn dyeing videos. That's probably going to change soon. I'll chat about that in just a second. But I post a lot of yarn dyeing videos. So I'm trying to switch it up a little bit and make it a bit more, I don't know, a bit of variety. Which is why I like recording these voiceovers. Because, I don't know, if you're like me, you tend to listen to a video more than you watch a video anyway. Which is kind of annoying considering this video has taken me 2.5 hours to edit. Even before, I just spent 25 minutes recording a couple of voiceovers that you can't hear. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Just because I cut so much out. I do all these little cuts because I like how it looks. But if I hadn't sped this bit, the yarn dyeing bit up, if I hadn't sped it up and did all the little cuts that I wanted to do, I would have been here for even longer. But I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, just to make it a bit more visually exciting. I don't know. Is it working? Is it working? I suppose I could move the video more whilst I'm dyeing, move the camera more whilst I'm dyeing the yarn, but I was on a bit of a mission to get this done, and macarons is the most popular colourway from the collection, and of course, the most time-consuming colourway from the collection. Of course it is, of course. Which is fine. It's a beautiful colourway. I don't have a problem with it being so popular. It's just always the way that the most time-consuming colourway is that, apart from Stardew Valley actually, the least time-consuming colourway in Stardew Valley was the most popular, which was very helpful. Thank you so much. But the reason yarn dyeing videos might be having to take a small hiatus soon is because I'm going to be jumping feet first into advent dyeing, and I can't share the advent dyeing because all the colourways are a surprise. Now, you'll still be getting the Patreon mini skein videos because I'm still dyeing them up. They're still happening. So I may as well record it and post it. Everything is content. Everything is content. Everything is content. Everything is content. How embarrassing. That was very 2020 of me. But everything is content. Basically, when you're trying to use social media to promote your business, which is essentially what I'm doing. Like, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I really genuinely do. I made YouTube videos before I even thought about owning my own business. I started YouTube videos back in 2008, 1st of January 2008, at the ripe young age of 17. So I've liked making YouTube videos for such a long time. So this is just a wonderful perk to the job. Don't get me wrong. But I do also basically use it to advertise my business. It's smart. It's the smart thing to do. However, I'm not going to be able to share yarn dyeing with you when the colourways are a secret. And there's 24 colourways that I need to create and dye and invent. And yeah, I just don't quite know how I'm going to do it. Last year, for Patreon, I did black and white dyeing videos. I was posting less on YouTube because I was quite pregnant, but I was making sure that I was still posting on Patreon. And yeah, I was just doing black and white videos. And people said that that was all right, but I don't know if that is. Because you can still see the techniques I'm using, you just can't see the colours. And I don't know if that's not the most visually exciting thing. So I'm trying to think of video ideas that I can do, that I can record, that I can post, that aren't me dyeing yarn. So I'm going to do one talking about the equipment that I use to dye yarn. I don't need to do an updated one on supplies because I've kept them basically all the same. Just trying to think. I haven't got anything extra, I don't think. I can do a separate one talking about the oven, if that's something that people are interested in. I've had quite a few people message me to ask about my oven, so I could do a separate video talking about that. And yeah, but if there's any, obviously podcasts are going to keep happening, hopefully, because soon I'm going to be spending my evenings twisting mini skeins, so I don't know how much knitting time I'm going to have. But if there's anything that you would like me to post, not tutorials. I do not have the time at the moment to do tutorials. I only really get 2.5 solid work days a week. I get all day Monday, I get all day Friday, and I get half day on a Tuesday. Sometimes I get the afternoons on a weekend, depending on how tired Mario is. But usually by Sunday afternoon, he's absolutely shattered because he gets up at midnight, which is ridiculous. Life of a baker. So I feel a bit mean, him coming home and me saying, "Your child," and then disappearing off to do work. So yeah, sometimes I get the weekend, sometimes I don't. It all varies. But I need to start doing a bit more in the evenings again. So I'll be doing some tonight, I'm sure. It's annoying because the weather's so beautiful. I like going on evening walks. But that's when I don't have much time to work. You know, I don't know. I'll work it out. The Pickle's starting nursery in September. So hopefully 3 days a week she'll be starting. So that should make things a little bit better, a little bit easier, because I will have some extra days to work. Delightful. I really want to start going to the gym. I really do. I'm intimidated by the gym because I don't know what I'm doing. I had a personal trainer for 8 weeks, 16 sessions, twice a week, back in 2021. Yes? No. Yes? I loved it. It was the summer the dye shed was happening. So maybe 2021. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. And then Mario started his business, so we didn't have any money anymore. It's not like I'm not begrudging him anything. His business is doing really, really well now. It's great. But yeah, I really want to get back to doing that. I might message a local gym, see if they've got any PT sessions available, like on a Friday morning, because I think that'll be really, really good. Because like those boxes of yarn with water, they don't look very heavy. They don't look very full. They're very heavy. So I want to work out to protect my back a bit more. Also, to work on my arms a little bit more and build strength in there. I want strong arms, both for appearance's sake and also for usefulness sake. But oh my goodness. So on Wednesday, the weather was lovely. The Pickle was less so. She's teething. Like it's not her fault. That's not why I'm saying it. But she was hard work. And that's fine. She's having a hard time. Anyway, so I went out for a walk in the morning, went to the range, bought stuff I didn't need to buy. And then in the afternoon, she was being a pickle again. So like, right, no problem. We'll go on a nice long walk. Delightful. Got her slathered in sun cream on my face, ears, back of the neck. Lovely. Went for a walk. Thought, oh, just so I don't get an uneven tan on my arms, I'm going to roll my sleeves up. You can tell where this is going. And then yesterday, Thursday, didn't really look in the mirror apart from to wash my face. And then got dressed, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, scratched my shoulder yesterday evening. I was like, oh, my shoulder's a bit warm. Had a look. I'd got sunburnt. I hadn't even noticed. Hadn't even realised that I'd got sunburnt on my shoulders. So, I mean, it's not a really bad sunburn. It's not bad. It doesn't hurt. But yeah, I do need to be more careful. Usually I'm so on it with sun cream because I'm so fair that I look out the window when I get sunburnt. But yeah, I do need to keep an eye on that. I'm trying to work my way up to wearing vest tops, tank tops. In the UK we call them vest tops. A tank top to me in the UK is a sweater vest. But I'm trying to build my way up to wearing tank tops. It's vest tops. I'm getting myself confused because there are so many nice knitted ones and I want to knit some. But I'm quite self-conscious about my physique, my arms and my midriff in particular. And a lot of vest tops are cropped and are fitted, and that is a combination of things I personally do not like for myself. It makes me feel paranoid, especially post-pregnancy and blah, 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 blah. I mean, in all fairness, my stomach's always been a area of not paranoia, self-consciousness for me. And I can't say it's got worse since being pregnant, because it hasn't at all. Being in my 30s has done wonders for my confidence, which is fabulous, seeing as I'm now almost in my mid-30s. I can't believe it, genuinely. Anyway, but yes, it's always been a bit of a uncomfortable area for me. So I'm trying to build up the confidence, because ultimately no one cares. No one cares what I wear. No one cares what I look like. I'm not that important. I mean, I know I am to some people, my family, blah, blah, blah. That's what I mean by some people. But ultimately, to strangers walking past me, if I'm wearing a vest top, they shouldn't actually care what I look like, because it doesn't affect their life. I know this. Logically, I know this. So I need to, I'm trying to build up the confidence. So we started out with rolling up the sleeves while going on a walk. And soon we'll go to full-blown vest tops, which I own none of, because I do not wear them. But yeah, there are so many nice knitted vest tops out there. Like, I even don't think I could bring myself to wear a knitted t-shirt. I know I have a few that I would wear over dresses, but I feel like that's a bit different. But a knitted t-shirt and shorts, I don't know. I don't know. I've just got to do it, I think. I've just got to bite the bullet and do it. Because no one cares. No one cares what I look like. And I know that. But yeah, it's just stupid. It's a stupid thing to be self-conscious about. I know it is. It's partly, I've never really worn vest tops, and it's partly because I don't know what it's called, something, chicken skin is what we used to call it, bobbly arms. The top of my arms are really bobbly, and always have been, and I used to get teased for it, so I never wore vest tops, and so then the cycle continues. Oh, we're at the end. Fun. Hello, I'm in a dress for the first time in a really long time. Ever since I worked out it's much more comfortable to breastfeed if you lift something up than pull it down. The oven, I have just switched it off, and my sister's here, so I need to quickly throw a bag together, because I have massive bags now. I need to get my yarn in, and then we're off to see the Scissor Sisters. We're going out for dinner. I'm really excited. Oh hey, it's a couple of days later. Got my merch on. Nottingham was the first gig of the tour. How exciting. Anyway, it's now a few days later, and my plan is to pack up Patreon minis. Therefore, I'm going to round off this video here. Wind up this video here. One of the two. Scissor Sisters were so good. They were so good. We were sat right at the back because whilst my sister and I are Scissor Sisters fans, we're not pay over £60 to go see them fans. Also, when we bought the tickets, I was on maternity leave. Therefore, wasn't paying myself. So we got £50 tickets, which is still expensive, but it is expensive to see gigs now. I get it. Everything's expensive. So yes, we were sat miles away, but at the same time, it was great. It was so good. The only criticism was it was so loud that the singing was like distorted, which is really annoying, but such is life. I've got to send off a couple of these to one of my friends. Yeah, so it was just a bit distorted, which sucks, but other than that, it was so good. Really enjoyed it. Had a lovely time. We went to Coco Tang for dinner. I always get the same thing. It's a Vietnamese restaurant, and I always get the same thing. I always get the tofu and spring roll salad, noodle salad, and it's delicious, absolutely delicious. So yeah, just had a nice time hanging out with my sister, which is great. and a definite perk to having a sister who lives nearby. She lives like 10 minutes away, which is delightful. They're coming over this afternoon, in fact. We're having a barbecue, even though the weather's not ideal. It might sound a bit echoey in here because this room got completely emptied, or I emptied it as much as possible because we had the bathroom taken out. But it was just the toilet and the sink, and then the shower got capped. We're not like knocking down walls because we don't think there's a floor under the shower tray. But anyway, it was going to open up a hole. The plasterer came yesterday and he was like, I'm happy to do it for you. It'll be a longer wait, which is fine, but it might open up a whole can of worms. And I was like, you know what? Let's just leave it as is right now. He's got to patch holes, but other than that, let's just leave it right now and then like address it in the future. And like maybe have this wall taken out, have the shower completely taken out. But it's all money in it. So plus I just really want to get stuff shipped. I don't want to have to wait a really long time. So yes, he's coming Tuesday morning to patch them, which is fine. Anyway, it's going to be far too hot for me to drink. I'm going to love you and leave you. Oh, Scissor Sisters. They were supported by Alison Goldfrapp. La 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. And animatronic wasn't there. And there were 2 other ladies there instead. Taking her place. Not like, well, yeah, basically replacing her. But it was so good. It's wild that Jake Shears was essentially running around the stage for 2 hours while singing and didn't even seem that out of breath. If you are a singer, I genuinely don't understand how you sing whilst doing cardio. I don't get it. I understand it must just be practice and control. But as an amateur who has sung in choirs for a lot of my life, not right now, but if there was one locally, I would join. Yeah, I don't understand how you do cardio and sing. I don't get it. I'm also unfit, so that probably contributes to it. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you because I've got work to do. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video and you would like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post a new video here every single week, so it'd be lovely to have you here. And follow me on social media. Links can all be found in the description box below. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you have been up to. Leave me a tea emoji, because I'm dyed up afternoon tea. There's not a jam emoji, is there? We could do strawberry, I suppose. I really want to go for afternoon tea. No, I actually tell you what I do really want. Cream tea, not afternoon tea. I just want tea, scone, jam, cream. Please and thank you. I might have to make scones. It might have to happen. They're the easiest thing in the world to make. I should make them more often. This is something I miss about working on my own. No, this is something I miss about working with other people. Yes. I used to bake quite a lot. And I used to then take my baked goods into work. Or if I didn't take them into work, Mario was a teacher. He used to take them into school. So I used to get the joy of baking. I used to eat a bit of it, but not that much of it. And then I'd take it and give it out to people. Now I work on my own and Mario is a baker, so it feels a bit weird to bake things and have him take them into work when they're surrounded by baked things. And I live on my own. Not live on my own. I work on my own. So work by myself. So I don't have colleagues to gift things to. Anyway, I miss baking. All that to say, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being you. You look absolutely fantastic. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.